In the mud. R.I.P. Jeff Henneman. Thank you very fucking much.
Thank you very fucking much.
See you in there.
We'll see you in hell.
Best drummer on the planet alive right there. In the bottle. Original Slayer drummer. Suicidal Tendencies, Danzig.
Fucking man, all that blood came rushing down. Covered my basic
It's computer. I got some. What's happening, people? I hope everyone's having a great day. Telling you people, ONE FC, you're fight fans, right? It was like 10 fucking KOs and stoppages today. And Muay Thai is just off the charts, man. Every Friday morning since fucking the beginning of the year all the way to the end of the year. It's just off the charts. You get the Amazon Prime cards. You get one in the morning on YouTube for free, and then at night it's on Amazon Prime once a month or something. But he gave out Chatri. The owner gave out a lot of fucking bonuses today, even to losers, even to people that lost. But they lost, without quitting. They fought, they were wars. You know what I mean? Tell you, Muay Thai 8 limbs, no joke. No joke. Savage Inc. picks 617. We got Usyk. You got the WBO, IBF, WBA, and IBO. And Fury's got the WBC, the green belt, the one that means the most, but they all mean something. You know what I mean? WBA and IBF, WBO and IBO are like the ones that came in at the end, you know, but yeah, now there's five belts in the heavyweight. I like Usyk under 7 rounds. Usyk's just too good. I like Dubois. I like him, but he's just. I don't think he's as good as his levels to all fighting this match. You know, mixed martial arts, boxing, and just like Muay Thai. There's levels to everything. There's levels to music. Like you're not gonna hear anyone play. You hear that live, right? That track live, it sounds almost just exactly like the studio, if not better. Yeah, I like Alexander Usyk. Round 7 I had for a KO TKO. The over and under is 7.5, I think. Let me see, 1,400. Let me see if it's still 1,400. All the other ones are today. I couldn't find Usyk one earlier, so that's what I kept moving it back fucking 5-10 minutes. I couldn't find. I was looking for it, but let me see. They have. It's the same odds. Minus 1,400. Yeah, same. Plus 800 for Dubois. Boy. I'd throw like a couple bucks. You gambling savages out there? I'd throw a couple bucks on Dubois. I don't think it's going to happen though, but a lot of money. They both got 78-inch reach, but Usyk's just so slick with his angles. Just a really, really, really seasoned fighter, and I can't wait till Fury and Usyk finally meet up, unify the heavyweight championship. Fury, I believe, wins that, and he retires like Rocky Marciano, undefeated, and Usyk or Wilder will be the next champs, in my opinion. And we got the big baby, two big babies, Anderson and got some talent, heavyweight division. Not a lot, you know what I mean? Not like 10, 15 guys, but there's at least 5, 6, 7 guys that are really good, you know? I think Wilder's going to be the champ again, or Usyk, one or the other. I think Wilder's getting better now. After, Fury basically give him a boxing lesson, because was the worst person. He should have never, ever called that guy out. That guy's just too good. He's just too good. Let's see. All right, here we go. All right, let me see. Yeah, so I got Usyk here. 96% of Tapology. Only 288 people. Wow. Well, not till tomorrow night, so that should be up a little higher than that by tomorrow. UFC's early morning for East Coast. It's 5 in the morning. I don't have a problem with that. Right there, Holloway versus Zombie, the Korean Zombie. It's in Singapore. And the following day is our road to the UFC. I think there's 2 of those, I'm pretty sure. This is the first fight. These are new lines and today's lines, and 2,633 people. 75% got Choi, 25% got Evans. I changed my pick to Evans. You know, I don't know. Like Troy worries me a little bit with his takedown, and I don't know. Just something. He's a great fighter, you know, but he's still, you know, 3 losses in a row. It's hard to take someone like that. Plus 130 Jano Erens from the Netherlands. I think he's a live dog. Plus 130, minus 155 for Choi, and plus 130 for Erens. I like Erens in the decision. We'll see what happens, you know. We will see what happens. Oh, yeah. There we go. Yeah. Podcast is going. All right. Na Liang versus JJ Aldrich. I was leaning Liang all week. Both 3-2. Both have 2 losses in a row. Minus 550 for Aldrich. 11-6. And Liang is 19-6. But Aldrich has fought the better competition. And she trains out of Denver, Colorado, which obviously is like 5,000-6,000 feet above sea level. So her wind is going to be great. She got a 0.2 inch reach advantage. Minus 550 though. I don't know. You might, people out there throw like $5-10 on the plus 400 Liang. I really think JJ Aldrich will drag Liang to deep waters and ground and pound or submit her, or you know, just a lot of takedowns and a lot of trying to get back up, which we all know takes a lot out of you, right? A lot out of them. This ain't nothing against Asians. I love Asian people, right? I love China. I love every culture, Japan, all of them. The one thing they're missing is wrestling. Only one I know that can wrestle is Weili Zhang. Weili, the champion, the women's champion. She went and trained with Triple C a couple camps, and does great now with her wrestling. And I think she wrestles better than a lot of the guys. I know she does. So we need Asian fighters to go there and learn some fucking takedown defense, some learn how to get back up on your feet, you know, without draining yourself or whatever. But yeah, I'm gonna go with JJ Aldrich, 20s, ranked 26th, and Liang is ranked 76th. If Liang wins this, she goes right to the top 25. Okay. Kinoshita versus Billy Goff. Yusaku Kinoshita versus Billy Goff. I got Billy Goff in this one. Plus 115. You don't got a worldwide ranking, but he's ranked 6th in the U.S. Northeast, which is right here, B-Town, all the cities down all the way down to Baltimore, all the way up D.C., you know, Philly, Jersey, New York City, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and all the cities in Boston, Quincy, Fall River, New Bedford, Lowell, Lynn, Springfield, Worcester. There's a lot of cities. Northeast. So 6 in the Northeast is good. That's not bad. Welterweights. Plus 115. He's got the inch reach advantage. Trained out of Groton, Connecticut. He must be sparring with Alex Pereira and Teixeira, all those guys. I mean, maybe they have a couple fucking MMA gyms there. I don't know. I don't think they do, though. Dexter MMA, huh? We'll look that one up. 71%. 2,628 people on Tapology. Shout out to Tapology. Got 2,628 people. 71% like Goff, and 29% like Kinoshita. A lot more people than yesterday. So, like I said, just the way it works. I bet a lot of people don't even know it's at 5:30 in the morning or 5 in the morning. A lot of people don't even know it, I bet you. Because it's on the other side of the planet. You know what I mean? Us Americans, we usually get the best times. You know what I mean? So there ain't no bitching for us. You know what I mean? We can't bitch. There's no way. I get up anyways, regardless. Even if I had to every week, I would. I get up every day to train that early. You know what I mean? So it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like Billy Goff. Yeah, I think he's a live dog. Plus 115, minus 135 for Usyk from Japan. 23 years old. 23 years and 5 days old. He must have just had his birthday. 25 years old in 2 months, 1 week, and 1 day. Jesus Christ. Right down to the fucking T-Topology. Good job. We got Keenan Song versus Rolando Bedoya. I like Bedoya in this one. Welterweights. Bedoya's 4-1 in his last 5. Lost his last fight. 14-2 overall, ranked 97th worldwide. Song is 2-3 in his last 5. China lost his last 2. 1-2 prior to that. Lost 1 prior to that. If you want to really do your homework on fighters and stuff, like, even though I've seen these people fight, just look up last 2, even within the last 2-3 years. Look up their fights in the past 2-3 years. You get a good idea where they're going, if they're improving or if they're just being prize fighters on fucking fame or whatever. I don't know, but this is a pretty even match card. Like, a lot of these fights are pretty close. It was hard for me to pick all these fights. Like, not hard, but it was just like, could have went either way. You know what I mean? So minus 325, I think. Yeah, minus 325 for Bedoya. Plus 260 for Song. 19-7 for Song. 14-2 for Bedoya. He's got 4.5-inch reach advantage. I like that. 72. He's ranked 72nd. And he's an underdog. Versus 97th. See what happens. 87%. Topology out of 2,686. 87% got Bedoya. 13% got Song. And I got Bedoya too. I switch up a few of my picks. Shit, I think I actually took Cheaty in this one, but it's all right. I was it's better off I don't switch my pick. Michael versus Cheaty. I'm not messing up their last names. I'm just not gonna do it. Poland versus United States, Las Vegas. 80-inch reach for Cheaty. 6-inch reach advantage, 74-inch reach for Mikhail. He's 3-2 in his last 5. Mikhail, the Polish power man, and let me see, 3-2 for Cheaty. Lost his last 2. Mikhail only lost 1-2 prior to that. Lost 1-1 prior to that, but it goes all the way back. 3-2. Cheaty's got his last 2 losses. The last 2 fights were losses, and 3 wins prior to that in a row. Minus 105 for Chidi. Minus 115. Or plus 115. Oh, near even. Yeah, minus 115, minus 105. 2,721 people Tapology, 55%. Like Mikhail from Poland, a 10% difference, 45% like Chidi. Hasn't changed that much. A little tiny bit. A little bit on the money line too. Right. The Xiaomi. Kazama versus Jarrett Armfield. Like Armfield, and this is a bantamweight versus a featherweight. Armfield's a featherweight. Kazama is a bantamweight. That's what they got for worldwide rankings. It must be a catchweight fight, or someone moved up, or someone moved down. We got Florida, United States versus Japan. It's going to be a lot like this. A lot of Asian fighters because it's over there in South Asia. 3-2 for Armfield. His last 5, lost his last fight. 3 wins prior to that, and a loss prior to those 3 wins. 8-3-0. Ranked 258th in the featherweight division. Bantamweight, 246th. Kazama. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He lost his last fight. Won 1 prior to that, lost 1 prior to that, and won 2 prior to that. Armfield lost 1. Jesus Christ, this fucking my nose is running like a motherfucker. So Armfield lost a fight, then 3 wins in a row, then lost another one his last fight. Kazama, 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 win, 1 loss. I don't like inconsistency with any fighter. In anything in life, inconsistency ain't good. But in MMA, that's where you can have that little inconsistencies and get better when, during those losses. You should be. I like Armfield because he's out of Kill Cliff. Kazama can fight. I've watched him fight a few times. I've seen film on him anyways. It's better to watch fight, check out film footage. Like, even though you've seen the fights, it's good to go back and watch them. You're not emotionally involved or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's good to watch the fights the next day. If you think someone got robbed, or was a close fight, it's always better to watch it the next day, so you're not emotionally attached as much as you are when it's live. You know what I mean? Just the best way to do it. Jared Armfield is minus 165, plus 135. Kazama, 65%. Tapology likes Armfield, 35% likes Kazama. 2,581. That'll go up to $3,000 by 5 in the morning. I would imagine, maybe even more. Let's see what happens. Bantamweight, featherweight. Waldo Cortez Acosta versus Lukas Brzezinski. Polish names, man. Certain ones, certain Asian, certain Russian names. Just it's like the alphabet. Plus 185 for the Polak, and minus 225 for the Dominican Republic. I like Waldo Cortez here. Acosta, minus 225. He's 4-1 in his last 5. He's 9-1. Altogether ranked 32nd in heavyweight. 32nd in heavyweight worldwide. 8-3-1 for Lukas. Lost his last two. Had a draw or a no contest or whatever the fuck it was. I forget. But he had 2 wins prior to that. 31 years old versus 31 years old. 78. 0.3-inch advantage in reach for the Polish strongman. They're both 6'4", basically the same size, 264. Jesus Christ, excuse me, people, I'm sorry. Just get over it bad. Well, I've been out for 7 years. And I want to kick my ass, but I felt great all day. Woke up early, went on the park and trained, ran. Went up to the park and trained like, 4 till fucking 5:30 or something. 17, they did 17, 18 sets, quadruple sets. It's a lot of sets. 17 times 4. A lot of sets. A lot of shadow boxing with heavy hands, 3-pound heavy hands. Yeah, I just like Acosta here. 4 wins. Last fight was a loss. To the guy, Derek Lewis, flying meat. Last time he fought like a couple weeks ago. The fight right before the Boston card. I think it was that Tennessee? Was it in Tennessee? I think it was. I think it was in Tennessee. But Derek Lewis was like, "Nah, I'm not leaving that quietly." And his contract was up to. I knew the UFC wanted to keep him around. Derek Lewis is a good dude, man, and he's a fucker. Got the most knockouts heavyweight UFC history. You know, he's got that it factor that just bang. You know what I mean? And looked really good in their last fight a couple weeks ago. Looked really good. Best I've seen him in a while. So 89%. Tapology at 2,738. 89% likes Costa. And I'm just going to call him Berserky. 11% likes Berserky. The Polish strongman, Lukasz Berzeski. What is he? 85th worldwide and 32nd worldwide for Waldo Cortez. KO round 3. That's what I got it. This might go to a decision. Neither guy is really explosive, but heavyweights, you know, get that puncher's chance, you know, or the kicker's chance or whatever. Heavyweights always got that chance. So Acosta on this one. Hold on. Oh, we're on the main card. All right. First fight on the main card, Junior Tafa was Paca Porta. Paca Porta lost his brother, Tafa's brother, like 3 fights ago. Porter's 3-2, 38 years old, New Britain, Connecticut. Underdog mixed martial arts. He fights out of. Yeah, they must have a couple MMA gyms up there. Junior Tafa fighting out of Australia. 3-inch reach advantage for Porter. 4-1 in his last 5. 4-1 in his pro record. Lost his last fight. 4 wins in a row prior to that. It's 4-1, ranked 75th. 3-2 in his last 5. Porter 14-8. 14-8. A lot of people like Porter, but Tapology 2,801 people, 84% like Tafa, 16% like Porter. His brother beat Porter recently, in the past couple fights or whatever it was. That's like, a little bit of a plug, a little bit of I'm sure his brother said, these are his tendencies. I'm sure they watched the fights together and probably watched his brother, beat him, and probably knows what he has to do. But Porter, if you retire, brother, open up a steakhouse. Call it the Porter Steakhouse, Perfect fucking name for a fucking steak fucking restaurant, New Britain, Connecticut, huh? So you're from New England, huh? Half of Connecticut likes the Yankees and half likes, Boston teams. Half like New York teams, half like Boston teams. Kind of strange, but not really, because it's only like 20 minutes from New York City, the southern part of Connecticut. So I get it. I understand. I mean, they got freaking houses, mansions down South Connecticut, and then you go up a little bit into mid Connecticut and up to northern Connecticut, and that's a lot of rough neighborhoods. Hartford and what is it? New Britain, I think it is, or there's some neighborhoods in Connecticut. Same with Rhode Island. That's where my last amateur fight was in Cranston, Rhode Island, for my buddy Gary the Tiger Boletto. He was like 28-0 as a lightweight in boxing. He just do flips in the middle of the ring after he won. He got paralyzed on one of his construction jobs. He owns a construction business. He owns a restaurant. And it was just a fight for diabetes. I was supposed to fight a cop. The cop never showed up. I fought this big brother. He's like 6'5", 260 pounds in shape. But he helped me the whole fight. That was for diabetes. That was back in 99, 2000. It was worth it. I didn't mind. I thought I was going to fight a guy that I never fought before in the ring. But this kid was, I guess, was pretty good. I guess he had a good record. 38 years old for Porter, 28 years old for Tafa. Obviously, age don't really mean nothing, especially in the heavyweight division, because your power you always keep your power as a heavyweight. I think it affects the lighter weight divisions more. It's all mental too, though. You know what I mean? It's more mental, but you have to be in shape, obviously. That 3-inch reach advantage for Porter worries me a little bit. So I was taking Porter. It's not a bad pick at all. 4-1 for Tafa early in his career, We'll see what happens. Come on, Tafa. Let's get us a win, brother. Most of Tapology is with you here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's on 7. MMA apps. All right. Tafa KO, TKO round 1. I believe Tafa, if you don't get it done in the first or second round, I think Porter will take it. We'll see what happens. All right, Aaron Blanchfield versus Ayala Santos. I like Santos in this one. A lot of people like Blanchfield, and I understand why. She's 5-0 in her last 5. She's 11-1-0 altogether. She's 5th overall in the flyweight division, but Santos is 3rd. And Santos' last loss was a decision to Shevchenko. I actually thought Santos won that fight. Plus 125 for Santos, live dog in my opinion. Minus 150 for Blanchfield. Blanchfield's fighting out of New York. And don't say what gym. And we got Brazil for Santos. 83% of Tapology's got Blanchfield. 17% got Santos. People are sleeping on Santos. She's a live dog, in my opinion, but Blanchfield could definitely win this fight. I think Santos, I thought she had a bigger reach, but they both got the same reach. She's 2 inches taller, Santos. And 6 years older. She got that, I guess after 25 years old, that, like, adult strength. I was really strong at 17, 15, 16, 17. I really never noticed a big change in my power. Always had power, so I don't understand when people are saying that, the adult strength or whatever. You're an adult, you're 18 for Christ's sakes, but you don't mature till you're like 25. That's really the truth. You'll read that anywhere. Anyone will tell you that. And anyone out there that's like 30 or 40 or whatever age, if you're past 25, you probably realize a switch went off in your head around 25. That's when you usually mature. 4-1 for Santos in her last 5. 5-0 for Blanchfield, her last 5. Minus 150 for Blanchfield and plus 125 for Santos. I think Santos is a live dog. She's ranked 3rd, and Blanchfield is 5th. So if Blanchfield wins this, she'll take that number 3 rank, and Santos would probably go up to 4 or 5 or 6 maybe. I think Santos got this though. I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. I like to go against everybody else. What everyone else is like leaning towards, I like to go against it. Rinya Nakamura versus Fernie Garcia. I'm going with my Viva Mexico. Viva Mexico. Mera. Peace, brother. Hope you do good. Fighting out of Dallas, Texas. Fortress MMA. It's a good gym. That Japan gym, I don't know. Never heard of that gym. I do know a few in Japan though. They got some good gyms there. Minus 800 for the Japanese. 7-0, 5-0 in his last 5. The Japanese man right there. And 3-2, 10-3 altogether for Garcia. Lost his last 2. Minus plus 550. I mean, 1 inch, 1 inch less reach advantage. Let me see, 5'7". Yeah, they're both 5'7". 31 years old for Mexico and 28 years old for Japan. I'm going with Mexico here. I don't like going against my Mexican people, man. I really don't. They fight their heart out. They really do. Nakamura, 7-0, 5-0. 5-0 his last 5. Minus 800. 2,796 members of Tapology. 97% like Nakamura. 3%. 3 for the stripes. A-Dogs, 3%, like Garcia. Top 25 in Tapology are all pro mixed martial artists. I think a few boxers, maybe a few, but mostly mixed martial artists. Mostly from the UFC, a few from ONE, a few from Bellator, a few from PFL. I think most of them are from the UFC. So that 3%, that could be all those top 25. And Steven Sparks is 99, ranked 99th in the top 100. That's really fucking good. Tapology, got some fucking heavy hitters, really good pickers in there. I mean, they can pick fights. I like to think I can pick my fights very well myself, too. My numbers don't lie. Oh, yeah, so one thing I didn't mention is I mentioned it early. But at the end, I didn't go over it again. I was 3-1 in the contenders, Dana White Contender Series, week 3 this past week. So 3-1. The only one I didn't have right was the last fight. But 3-1's good on Contender Series. That's really good. It's hard to pick those fights. They're all trying to fucking get that contract. But Nakamura is a huge favorite here. Garcia, come with that Mexican hot, man. Next fight, Jija Chikadze versus Alex Caceres, Bruce Leroy. Alex Caceres has looked great. He's 4-1 in his last fight. He's looked better and better and better. He just gets better and better and better. Really, really gets better. He does. 21-13. Don't let that record fool you. Honestly, I wouldn't let it fool you. He looked really good in his last fight. 14-3 for Jija. Lost to my man Keita. Respect, salute Keita. I thought he was gonna, have more tools than you, Keita, but Keita was spinning back fists, spinning fucking elbows and shit. I heard Keita can wrestle really good. Doesn't use it a lot. But you guys should, it's like attributes in a video game, you're bringing up your attributes. It's the same idea. You know what I mean? Use it if you need it. You know what I mean? I think Gaethje figured that out because he's got Trevor Whitman to tell him that. You got some good coaches up there, Keita and Font. Both of you guys are tough fucking kids. And you guys got some other tough kids there, too. At the New England Cartel. To beat Giga Chikaze, he's a great fighter. Keita made him look average. And people from the country of Georgia, a lot of tough fucking people there, man. Half-inch reach advantage for Giga. Yeah, I'm going with my Georgia man right there. Even though I like Bruce Leroy, Fluff Force like Bruce Leroy. If you win Alex Caceres, I'd be happy for you, I don't got no money on this, so I don't even bet with DraftKings. I did it for a month and a half, and so I'm like, this is foolish. I swear never to gamble unless I'm playing cards or something, because I can read cards. But there's nothing wrong with gambling. If you're gonna lose 10, 20 bucks, whatever, 50 bucks, 100 bucks, whatever you like to do, just don't go overboard. It's just like a drug addiction. It's just like alcoholism. It's just like anything out there. Excuse me. Be careful. Don't go chasing that money. You know what I mean? When you're down a lot of money, don't keep chasing and chasing. You're only gonna make it worse. 35 years old for Alex Caceres. Wow. They're both 35. Yeah, they're both 35. Now, Giga's birthday was 1 day ago. Huntington Beach, California. King's MMA. Good gym, bro. The MMA lab, good freaking gym. They have a lot of good gyms down Florida. Mid-Florida all the way down. And some at the top, too. But mostly down south. Mid-Florida all the way down. A lot of good MMA gyms. Both 35. 4-1 for Bruce Leroy. He won his last 2. Lost 1 3 fights ago and had 2 wins prior to that. So it has looked good. Plus 200 for Bruce Leroy. I'd say he's a live dog. Giga has been out for a year, I'm pretty sure. Minus 240. I think he's going to go in there and show Bruce Leroy there's levels to this shit. I know Bruce Leroy knows it anyways. 78% out of 2,861. like Giga, like I do. 22% like Caceres. Caceres is definitely grown into his body, I guess. That's the best thing. That's the thing I've noticed over the past like 5, 6, 7 years. He's put on a little bit more weight, muscle weight, you know what I mean? A little bit, bigger and stronger. But he's got some pretty tricky, but so is Giga. Giga can all kinds of weapons. This should be a great fight. This might even be fight of the night. It could be. So yeah, I like it. Minus 240 for Giga. Plus 200. I would throw a couple bucks on the man fighting out of Miami, Bruce Leroy. Good to see him doing well. Okay, we got the co-main event. We got Ryan Spann and Anthony Smith 2. Anthony Smith, I feel like he's got 1 foot in the fighting door and 1 foot out the fighting door, like as a commentator for the ESPN and for the UFC. And he's pretty good at what he does, He's not really flashy fighter, but good jiu-jitsu. Gets on your back. He can definitely cause you some problems. He lost his last 2 fights, 3-2 in his last 5. He reminds me of that guy, with the long hair. That's a commentator too. He does the podcast with the guy from Philly there, Felder. I forget his name, but I feel the same thing about him. And when he fought this past month, I wasn't taking him. Who did he fight? He fought my man, the superhero that always talking. Holland, Kevin Holland. Kevin Holland, I think choked him out. I'm pretty sure. I forget. But Kevin Holland, that's hard. That's going to be a good fight, Kevin Holland coming up. This fight, I believe Spann knocks him out. Even though Anthony Smith beat him by submission, I'm pretty sure he did. I believe Spann goes out there and knocks him out. He's 3-2 in his last 5 for Spann, 21-8, ranked 10th. Anthony Smith is ranked 8th. He's 3-2 in his last 5. He has 2 losses in a row. His last 2 fights, 3 wins prior to that in a row. Spann's got his last fight was a loss. I think it was versus Anthony Smith. I could be wrong though. Maybe that was a couple fights ago. Then he's got 2 wins, 1 loss, 1 win. So 1 win, 1 loss, 2 wins, 1 loss. Anthony Smith is 3 wins and then 2 losses. So 3-2 for both of them. Anthony Smith is 36-18. Holy shit. 40, 48, 54 fucking fights already. This is 55th fight in mixed martial arts. That's fucking a lot, man. That's a lot. Omaha, Nebraska. I mean, I know my man Crawford's from fucking Omaha, or, in Nebraska somewhere, one of the cities there or whatever. I wonder what you guys do out there, like, for fun. I'm sure it's a beautiful state. We'll check it out sometime. Also, he's training out of Texas, huh? Spann. 21-8, minus 130, slight favorite. Even though Anthony Smith beat him last time they fought. But Spann, he could hit Anthony Smith with a jab and leg kicks or whatever. He's a front runner, Spann. I hope he's been working on his cardio. I really do. Endurance, all that's so important in fighting. This ain't a bodybuilding contest. It really ain't. This is it's a fight. Mixed martial arts. Spann 70%, 2,883 people. 70% got Spann in this one. 30% got Smith. Nothing against Smith, like personally. I just don't think he'll be champ. How long until Dubois and Usyk? I already did that one, brother, but I'll go back and do it. That ain't till tomorrow night, brother. But I'll go back. I'll go back on that for you, no problem. I'll go back on that fight and I'll show you the odds. The odds are the same as they were yesterday. Usyk's a big favorite. And I think Ryan Spann gets it done in round one. And if he doesn't, by round two, Anthony Smith will probably take it to the ground and do what he does on the ground. You know what I mean? We'll see what happens. The reason I like Spann is the reach, obviously. He's got, I think he hits a lot harder than Anthony Smith. 81, 5-inch reach advantage. 3-2 for Spann, ranked 10th. And 8th spot for Anthony Smith. So Spann wants that 8th spot. Anthony Smith, stick with Bisping and stick with ESPN and fucking in UFC as a commentator. I mean, they're gonna take care of you. You know what I mean? Make sure they'll take care of you and call it a day. Man, there's some killers, man. There's some killers. And you really think you're gonna be a champ? Like, come on, man. You've had a bunch of, look how many fights you've had. I don't know, dude. Maybe you could be. You know what I mean? Anything's possible. I highly doubt it, though, bro. It's not a knock on you either. No one's been the same since they fought John Jones. The only one is Glover Teixeira. He's the only one that's been that's won a belt. He's the only one. It's like everyone that fought Tyson, except for Holmes. Holmes fought some more people and won some fights after he fought Tyson. But and John Jones just takes something out of you, Yeah, I like Ryan Spann. I know they don't like each other. Max Holloway versus the Korean Zombie. Korean Zombie, 17-7. Not a lot of fights, man. It's just that fucking chin, man. I don't know, man. You're such a fucking dog, too. I remember when you first started fighting, you had angles. You come forward constantly, always coming forward. You don't move laterally. Well, you do move laterally. In the beginning, you used to like pick your angles and everything. Now you're just walking forward and trying to show how tough you are. We all know how tough you are. Very tough. But Max Holloway, I mean, he's the fucking Undertaker of that fucking. He's got that fucking. It's right behind Volkanovski. You know what I mean? A hard guy to beat. Max Holloway. 3-2. Shout out to Maui, Hawaii again. Prayers for all years. You go on IG. There's people can point you in the right direction. You want to help out the people in Maui. I mean, so many people gone way too young, kids and families, lost their whole houses and everything. It's really sad. And Max Holloway was talking, speaking facts. You know what I mean? I like Holloway in this one. You never know. Hey, Korean Zombie. You never know with this guy. Like, he's 3-2 in his last 5, lost his last fight. Max Holloway is 3-2 in his last 5. I think he lost Volkanovski both those fights. I'm pretty sure. 24-7. I didn't have to do no research on these two guys at all. Like, I didn't have to look at any fight film. Kind of worry about Korean Zombie though. I don't know. It's tough, brother. 17-7. It's not like you got a lot of like Anthony Smith, like 55 fights. The pro mixed martial arts just had a lot of wars in there. You know what I mean? So is Max Holloway, but you got that iron chin. Minus 800 for Max Holloway, ranked number 2, and ranked 11th for Korean Zombie, plus 550. Both of them are 3-2 in the last 5. 3,030 Tapology community. 96% like Holloway, 4% like the Korean Zombie. Yeah, I already went with Holloway. You can see my check mark there, right? Holloway KO by round 3. I had it at 4. I brought it down to 3. I think just the volume Holloway puts on, and Korean Zombie just walks forward. The tough guy, man, but there's only so much you could do there. You know what I mean? I keep my word. With all those belts together, I love that, man. I love seeing the green WBC belt right there, and the WBO or the IBF. That's going to be a good fucking fight. I think Charlo has a good chance. But Crawford's going to come up and fight both years anyways. He's coming up 20 pounds and fighting both years. He's a legacy fighter, Crawford, and I believe he gets it done for us both years. Let me go back to the Usyk fight. I promised dude in the chat. Oh. Yeah, so Alexander Usyk versus Daniel Dubois. Dubois. I think it's a silent S. Dubois. Plus 800 for Daniel Dubois. Minus 1400 for the 20. And Usyk. There should be Usyk versus fucking Fury. I think that'll happen. Unify the heavyweight titles. That'll happen probably the beginning of next year. Fury's just keeping his word with Francis. Francis is going to see how hard it is to fucking box. I predict like at the 2-3 rounds, Francis is going to be so tired keeping his hands up. Not going to be able to keep his hands up that great. And he definitely has a puncher's chance, but I don't think Francis hits harder than Wilder. I really don't. There's more speed on the punches from Wilder. And but Francis could, if he can land that overhand right or that straight right or that left hook that he hit fucking over him with that left uppercut or the right uppercut, fucking his head hit the back of his back. I thought he was fucking all done forever. I thought he was dead. I've seen people hit hard in my life. I've hit people hard in my life. And I was scared a bunch of times. Like, not scared, but like a little worried. But man, Francis, when he's on, he's on. Yeah, there you go, brother. He's Usyk. That main event will probably Usyk and Dubois will probably start off between 5 and 6. The undercard starts, I think, at like 12 or 1 or 2 or 11 in the morning. I forget. But I'm almost positive it won't start till around 5 or 6 o'clock. England versus Ukraine, 36 versus 25. You know what? You savage gamblers out there, fucking throw a couple bucks on Dubois. You never know. Usyk, I just way too slick, really smart IQ boxer. You know what I mean? Very good, very good. If Tyson Fury was a 7 feet tall and moved like a middleweight, Usyk would probably he might have a hard time with Wilder though. Wilder is fucking hard, and Wilder is back to fundamentals. I think Usyk has this all day within 7 rounds. The over and under is 7 or 7.5, or it's 7. I have it at round 7 for Usyk. I think it might even be done sooner than that, and it could be done sooner for Dubois. Dubois could beat Usyk in less than 7 rounds. I don't know. Maybe the over. If you're gonna take Dubois, I would take the over if anyone was taking Dubois. I don't know. I wouldn't take him if I was you, but that fucking plus 800, you never know. Heavyweights, you never fucking know. He's definitely got a puncher's chance. He looked in his last 4 fights. Usyk's looked great in his last fucking 5 fights, and 20-0, undefeated. 19-1 for Dubois. Only lost 1 fight, so 96% of 288 fucking Tapology predictions. 96%. Half of the 96% is a KO or TKO or decision. And the 4% for Dubois, there's a knockout. There ain't no decision there. So, yeah, I would throw a couple bucks on Dubois. I mean, it can't hurt. Yeah, there they are right there. I mean, you just fucking never know. You never fucking know. Especially with heavyweights, you never know. So we got that. And then we got Sunday, we got Road to the UFC. I think 2 different cards. I'm pretty sure. I know there's one. I think there's 2 cards. Almost positive there's 2 cards. So it's a whole weekend of fights. Anyone likes Muay Thai out there, go check out ONE FC this morning. It was insane. Fucking like 10 fucking KOs. Usually there's not that many KOs. Usually there's not that many. I mean, 10. You know, they usually give you 2 mixed martial arts, MMA fights. Get the MMA fights out of the way, like the first 2, and then the next 10 or 15 are fucking all Muay Thai. So, yeah, 8 limbs is insane. Like every Friday morning, 8:30, free on fucking YouTube. Go check it out if you're a fight fan, man. If you're a fighter or a fight fan, go check it out. Muay Thai is insane. It's fucking insane. So Holloway, there we go, versus Zombie, the Korean Zombie. Should be good. Should be good. See what happens. Let's see one more thing. I want to make sure I got all these fights. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I got them all. Let's make sure. I want to make sure I got them all. That's gonna be a good fight right there. September, was it 30th? Yeah, September 30th. Not too far away. In fucking a month and a couple days. A lot of good boxing matches coming up. I think Canelo. I don't think he's been that active. I mean, there's a lot of balls to go up and fight cruiserweights at his size. I really believe Crawford beats him. I believe Charlo has a chance of beating him. But Canelo's a great fucking fighter, don't get me wrong. But it's just, there's 200 champs, Mexican champs before Canelo, and they fought fucking 3-4 times, sometimes a couple times, 9, sometimes 4, 5, 6, 7 times in a fucking month sometimes. Back in the days, way back in the days, when they were 15-round fights, you know. Julio Cesar Chavez was 85-0 or something, 87-0 or something before he lost a prime Oscar De La Hoya. So levels to this shit, you know what I mean? And all these fighters need to fight each other, like Gervonta Davis, Shakur Stevenson. We got Inoue over here, and Garcia. All these guys all need to fight each other. Find out who's the best, and everyone makes money. You know, you don't want to be like my man Muhammad Ali up there. Fucking ends his career broke. You know what I mean? Like a lot of fighters do. Even football players, they get fucking $300 million contracts. They're fucking broke now. Like Terrell Owens, I guess, is broke. It's you know, public fucking access to that shit. You know, people do not invest their fucking money. It's like shocking to me. You can live off the interest off $1 million, like 70 grand a year or 68 grand a year off $1 million. You know, you put 5 million in the bank. It's like, well, 10 million out of that fucking 200 or 300 million, right? You're living, that's $1 million a year you're making off, you know, just off interest, right? And you can't live off $1 million a year. problems. I'll tell you, I don't know. It's a lot of money. Yeah, we'll see what happens with this fight. This fight should be interesting. I love elite boxing. Yeah, I think Holloway is the only lock on this card, in my opinion. I could be wrong. I don't know. Let me see if there's any other locks. I don't think Anthony Smith's going to win this fight. That one's too close to call. I like Garcia in this one, even though minus 800 for Nakamura. I'd definitely take the 550. Viva Mexico. Yeah, brother. I believe he's a heavy underdog, and I believe he's a live dog. I believe he's going to shock a lot of people. A lot of people like Blanchfield. I like Santos in this. Junior Tafa and Paca Porter. I like Tafa. His other brother Tafa beat Porter before recently. I think his brother's gonna do it again. I think his brother's gonna beat Tafa again too. But a lot of people like Tafa. Matter of fact, 2,801 people, like fucking 84% of those 2,801 people like Tafa, 16% like Porter. This one's too close to call. I like Acosta in this one, obviously. You see my check marks, right? Armfield versus Kazama. I like Armfield. This one, that's a featherweight versus a bantamweight. Middleweights, Chidi. He has some, he's quit a few fights. I've seen him quit. I've seen him like give up on himself. You know what I mean? Maybe not just giving up, totally just giving up on himself, or get like frustrated in there or whatever. Prior to these 3 wins, these last 2 fights, and back in the day, 15, 10, about 10 fights back, I seen him giving up on himself and stuff. You can't give up on yourself. That's why you train. You could dig deeper than you really. The human body could do a lot. Can do a lot. You just gotta believe in yourself. He's got a fucking 6-inch reach advantage. Minus 105 and minus 115 for Mikel versus Chidi is minus 105. That's a close fight. 55% and 45%. So Tapology at 2,721 people, 55.5%. UFC is on in America East Coast time here. It's on at 5 a.m. Just to let all the Americans know out there, because I don't think a lot of Americans know that it's. They probably think it's like 9 or 10 in the morning. It's really 5 in the morning. I watch every single fucking fight. I don't not watch the prelims. You want to watch the prelims. Yeah, I like the Polish strongman there. Kenan Song, Kenan Song versus Rolando Mendoya. I like Mendoya. He's got a huge reach advantage on this fight. Yeah, he's got 5-inch reach advantage on this fight. I'm pretty sure, or 4.5 anyways. He's 4-1 in his last 5. Lost his last fight. He's 14-2. And he's 2-3 in his last fucking 5. Song. I think Bedoya, drags him to deep waters on the ground and pound, and gonna make Song tired. That's my opinion. It could be a whole different fucking story. 87% Bedoya, and 15% for Song. Tapology, 2,686 people. should be more by fight time. Billy Goff, I like Billy Goff here. I think he's a live dog, plus 115. He's 5-0 his last 5. What's he, 8-2? He's not even worldwide ranked yet, but he's ranked 6th in the Northeast up here. So, a lot of tough people in all these cities up here. Baltimore, D.C., New York, Philly, New York, Jersey, New York City, Connecticut, Rhode Island, and all the cities in Boston, Quincy, right here, and all the other cities in Massachusetts, Northeast. Very, very, very tough part of the country. That's where most of our fucking ancestors, landed there. You know what I mean? Ellis Island and in New York City and Boston. And some in Maryland, too. Maryland was the first state in America, actually. See, Naliang versus J.J. Aldrich. I like Aldrich in this. Plus 400, Liang. She lost her last 2. So has J.J. Aldrich. They're both 3-2 in their last 5. Minus 550 for J.J. Aldrich. I got J.J. Aldrich in this. 88% of 2,679 Tapology people. Got Aldrich too. But the 12% there for Liang. I mean, she could definitely pull it out of her hat. 0.2 inches, 0.2, so not 2 inches, 0.2, 0.2 inches reach advantage for Aldrich. So that's all it takes sometimes. That's all it takes. They know how to use that reach. And Choi versus Aarons. I think Aarons is a live dog. Plus 130, minus 155 for Choi. He has 3 losses in a row. His last 3 fights. I don't know how he's a favorite. Minus 155. He's a tough kid, but this kid's from the Netherlands, and we all know a lot of Ernesto Hoost. I mean, Badahari. There's so many great kickboxers and strikers that come from fucking the Netherlands, and I believe he gets it done. I really believe he gets it done. It's going to be a good fight. That's the first fight on the card, I think. Yeah, it's the first fight on the card. This should be good. 2-2-1 for Aarons. For Choi is 2-3. 3 losses in a row. I don't know how the fuck he's a fucking favorite. I don't get it, but maybe they know something we don't. I don't think so, though. This kid Jared Aarons could fight. John Aarons could fight. So they have it, people. Subscribe, like on YouTube and all podcast apps, audio versions on all Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, all of the fucking podcast apps, audio version. And please subscribe on our YouTube. I'm almost there to get monetized there. I'm monetized on all the audio versions. I just need to get monetized on YouTube, and it'll be, decent money. You know what I mean? Not bad. We're doing something. I love to talk fights. I love to play fucking music and shit. Talk fucking epic music too. And life itself. But I like Usyk tomorrow night. Tomorrow late afternoon. I'd say around 7. I think the over and under is 7. Yeah, it's the over and under is 7 from what I seen last night or this morning. Yeah, this morning I seen it was -7. I like Usyk on under 7. I like Dubois later in the fight, but he always has a chance. Dubois always has that chance because all us heavyweights, we all got that puncher's chance or kicker's chance or whatever the fuck, right? But they ain't kicking. They're punching. Yeah, he's only 25 years old, the boy. He only got 1 loss, 19-1. But in boxing, they kind of fucking sticklers. They don't like fucking losses. 96% got Usyk, man, and 4% got Dubois. We'll see what happens. Tomorrow we shall find out. Usyk, if you mess this up, brother, you're that Fury fight is not gonna happen, brother. We'll see what happens. Shamkia, thank you. Thank you for joining, man. I appreciate it. All the people that jumped in and out. I see people jumping in and out all over the place. I appreciate you. Thank you very much. Have a great afternoon, night. Have a great night. Here on the East Coast, it's 7:40 p.m. It's about getting dark right now. And have a great afternoon or a great morning wherever you are, in the world. Stay blessed. Stay, keep your heads up and keep your fucking, stay in shape. Train like a savage. Sacrifice, sacrifice discipline. You want to be, the ruler of your own destiny. You want to be able to, anything ever fucking happens with shit fucking pops off all the time. You want to be in control. Be comfortable in chaos. Don't ever let any man fucking hurt you or beat you up or anything like that. You take care of that shit. Nip it in the fucking bud. Don't ever let anyone give you any fucking shit. Nobody. Someone's bullying you out there, younger people or older people, whatever. Just stand up for yourself. They'll never bully you again because bullies don't like fucking people that are going to fight back because they're getting bullied. That's the problem with bullies, right? They're getting bullied. They're not going to tell you that. But I know that from growing up with a couple bullies, and I seen them run STD scared to death. Like when I was like 3 or 4 years old, my cousin chased one up the street with a thorn bush. Way back in the day, in the early 70s, so mid 70s or something. So yeah, just the way it is. And that kid, he wasn't a bully after that. He's always a good kid, I always liked him. God bless his soul. I lost so many fucking people way too young. God bless them all. So many of them. Bruce Sigliano, rest in peace, brother. Hope you're up there with Stevie, Peter, your brother Peter, your father Eddie, who trained me, trained you too, Bruce and Stevie, and Olga. Say hi to all of them and give them a hug for me. And Kim, we love you. Our prayers are with you and yours, you and your family. Bruce was a good man, That cancer, I hate cancer too. I fucking hate that shit. But everyone have a blessed day, a blessed night, blessed morning, wherever you are. And have a great day.